Hey guys, welcome to the channel Market and Chartered. In today's video we are going to talk about thematic ETFs that cover some of the sectors, some of the themes, very important. But first, a thematic ETF is a fund where all its assets are focused on a theme rather than being tied to a broad market index or to a specific asset class. A fund will select holdings based on their exposure to one or more investment themes, such as cloud computing or genomics research. However, themes are not limited to niche subsectors of an industry. So here I bring a few examples. We are looking out the next few minutes on a few examples, and then in the end we end up with the pros and cons of thematic investing. First, we have the Transportation Average ETF brought by BlackRock, also the First Trust Nasdaq Transportation, and ETF MG, SPDR. So you can see all of them create the same type of idea connected to the transportation sector, each of them with a different dividend yield, different expense ratio. I strongly encourage you guys to take a look on the holdings of each so you can understand why the different types of ETFs. Then on the semiconductor ETF as well, we have ranging from Invesco to State Street to BlackRock and Van Eck. All of them built different types of ETFs. Some of them are leveraged. We can see here that the ETF Direction Daily Semiconductor Bull 3 times shares, which means if the semiconductor ETFs go up by 1%, this ETF goes 3 times more. Also has a higher expense ratio than the others, no dividend yield. So it's always up to each and every investor profile to see where or how they want to create their own portfolio. Then we have social media, e-commerce and industry innovators. Same type of idea, different teams crossing from Global X to Bitwise to Van Eck. Also some online retail, online e-commerce, emerging markets, internet and e-commerce, again ProShares and Global X having a wide range of ETFs. Also home builders or home construction type of ETFs brought by SPDR or BlackRock or Investo, and you can see they have different types of expense ratio, different types of dividend yields, and also less known powerhouses like Hoya Capital versus what we have BlackRock, as we know, one of the biggest funds in the world that cover more than $1 trillion of capital. Then you have also communication, next generation of internet, etc. You can see here Crane Shares, Invesco, also ARK Invest, several types of ETF. I strongly encourage you to see each and every one of them. Then you have more differentiated type of ETF. I bring here an example, the Global X Aging Population ETF, which brings a basket of stocks connected to the health sector like AstraZeneca, Novo Nordisk, AbbVie, among others, with a very low annual dividend or a big expense ratio, but betting on the aging of the world. Then you have charity ETFs here. We have a few examples. Ticker HARFT, ticker OCEN, which invests in companies that clean the oceans, for example. But now, as you've seen many examples, let's talk about a little bit the pros and cons of thematic ETFs. As we know, a thematic ETF, instead of focusing on a broad market, focus on a specific asset class. So make it easier to invest in a specific sector or trend, aligns with various social, economic and corporate themes, can also be incredibly specific. I have an example, ticker PAWZ, holds companies that specifically benefit from pet ownership, for example. Also allows you to invest in the entire ecosystem of a trend or theme. Example, we have the DRIV, which invests in electric vehicles, includes everything from manufacturing the vehicles to actually charging station and also semiconductors. The cons of this type of investment can be slightly more volatile and higher risk, 28% of the US-based thematic ETFs launched before 2012 have now closed, 80% for European funds, so you can see a big percentage. Hard to pick exactly what trend will be a winner. Investing for the future based on past information doesn't always yield positive results. And on average, they cost more than general market index ETFs, so always take a look on the expense ratio because usually they are 3 times higher than the general funds. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Never forget, knowledge is not power, knowledge is potential power, execution is everything. And just like the markets, we will not rest.